News. The Gift of the Givers has applauded the Methodist Church in Cape Town for taking in refugees forcibly removed by police after a court order. They'd been camping outside the UN Refugee Agency offices in Cape Town for more than 3 weeks. The refugees say they don't feel safe in South Africa anymore and want to be taken out of the country. We're now joined by Gift of the Givers Western Cape Project Manager Ali Sablé in our studios in Cape Town. Ali, a very good morning to you. Well, as usual, You've come in to try and assist as much as you can the people who are affected by this. Just from your understanding, I just need to ask you this overriding question first. Are these people genuine political refugees, asylum seekers, or among them do we also have a sizable economic migrants?
Thank you for having me. Last night when we got to the scene, we walked into the church. There were thousands of people all over, sleeping on the floors, babies with mom sleeping under the benches, elderly sleeping on the benches. We then spoke to their spokesperson, who explained to us they are all asylum seekers. These were once people who were working in the townships and in the communities of South Africa. They feel unsafe. The economic situation in South Africa is not beneficial for them to survive at the moment. So there's a genuine form of asylum seekers in this crowd, in this congregation, and they're just looking for a better life. And of course, we understand the stance of our government, where they cannot, these foreigners want to go to a country that's out of it's in Europe or in America. But we understand the stance of our government. We don't do negotiations on behalf of others. It will give a bad reflection on the situation in our country.
So what do you, I've seen a statement that you've issued as Gift of the Givers. Among other things, you're calling for a setting up of a camp of safety where these people can be treated with dignity. Short of that, because we don't have, from my knowledge, we don't have established refugee camps in this country, unlike in other territories. Short of that, what could be the solution?
That's correct. United Nations have experience in setting up camps all around for the world for refugees. We have United Nations in South Africa. If they can give these people a piece of land where they can just have refuge while negotiations take place between the different governments where these people come from, let them stay in a dignified way. We have people sleeping on the roads. We haven't eaten for days. We have moms who have looking after babies who have no nappies. We have people who have no means of sustaining themselves. So if the United Nations, in dialogue with the South African government, can get a piece of land, set up refuge for these people, while negotiations are taking place, they are taken care of, where there can be sanitation and where they can be fed and be treated in a dignified way. So at the moment, the situations they are in, and here we commend the Methodist Church of Cape Town for opening up the doors for people of all faiths and housing them. But the situation is terrible, where there's not a place in the church where there's space to accommodate these people anymore. That's why they're forced to sleep outside. And as we know, it was cold last night. It was not a happy sight to see.
Okay, now, what kind of assistance are you giving, and what kind of assistance you still need to get today, because they are still in the Methodist Church? I spoke to our reporter Nobesutu Hejana a short while ago here on the program, and she understood that at least the Methodist Church saying for the next month they are willing to house them, but they need assistance in many forms, like of course being fed and other sanitation kind of support.
Okay, Gift of the Givers stepped in last night. The first thing we did, we gave out 1,000 blankets. As you know, that was freezing conditions. We gave out 1,000 blankets to them. We gave nappies to all the mom. Today we're going in with a big humanitarian aid. We'll provide them a hot nutritionist meal for lunch, for supper. We prepared breakfast packs as well. Sanitary towels will be distributed, baby formula, baby porridge, of course water, hygiene products, and of course to see what other needs that is to make them comfortable. We'll be working with the Methodist Church to see how these people can be comfortable in the trying circumstances, and as well to see as to how long these negotiations can take place before these people are relocated to a place of safety.
Okay, thank you very much there, Ali, from Gift of the Givers.